Hello everybody, Jason Wishlow, an avalanche forecaster here up at Whitewater Ski Resort, and this is the Backcountry Conditions Report brought to you by Whitewater Ski Resort, backcountryskiingcanada.com, and State of the Snowpack. Standing here in our weather plot, north-facing aspect, just below 2,000 meters, about 1,980 meters. Dug a little profile here. Gonna point out some interesting layers. Currently, Avalanche Canada is calling the hazard 2 in the alpine, 2 at tree line, and 2 below tree line. That's very consistent with what we're seeing here at Whitewater. Lightly snowing right now. We're about to get a significant weather change. We've had limited avalanche activity. There's been a couple failures on persistent slab in the last almost 2 weeks now, sporadic around Whitewater and neighboring operations and in the backcountry. That's failing on the January 31st layer, which is surface hoar on sheltered and cold aspects, and a melt freeze crust on solar aspects. Talking about that layer and the snowpack. So in our weather plot, we had down 50 centimeters. We'll get this surface hoar layer. It's up to size 8. It's fairly big, maybe a little better, size 10. And it has been the culprit in producing skier remote avalanche over on Evening Ridge. That was last week, about 10 days ago now actually, and again in isolated places. That's the one problem of concern for AvCan that they've been noticing and have kept on the radar. Above that, we do have a layer of grauple in here that hasn't really produced any results, and you can see down about 15 centimeters here we have a February 14th surface hoar layer, and that's 4 to 8 millimeters as well. So low slab density on top of these layers currently. And by that I mean it's not really consolidated at all into a slab. The snow is generally fist to forefinger, pretty loose. So these layers have not really been tested yet. And by tested, I mean a significant load on top of them. So seeing as they have produced avalanches in the remote or skier triggered avalanches, that it's going to be possible to trigger those, especially with what's coming in. I'm gonna switch to weather now, and we have an extremely significant storm coming in. They're talking atmospheric river. Freezing levels, unfortunately, are going to rise. We're unsure right now how high they're gonna go. I would suspect we're going to be pushing 2,000 meters, if not more, at times during this storm on Saturday and into Sunday. Precip amounts will be high. We're expecting anywhere through the weekend 40, 50, 60 millimeters of water equivalency. So remember, we talk millimeters in load, so we can see how much weight that's going to put stress onto these layers. I would expect avalanche hazard to rise very dramatically. We're going to be into the considerable, if not the high range on Sunday if freezing levels go that high. We're also expecting significant winds, 50, 60, 70 kilometer an hour winds coming in with this storm. That it's a true south-southwest feed, warm air, significant precip. It's going to load lee start zones, develop a significant storm slab, and likely step down. We're going to see how this layer reacts. So it's going to be a very good time to stay away from the backcountry as this layer and this weather system develops, just to make sure you stay safe, because it's going to be, like I say, considerable to high avalanche danger and likely very reactive on these layers. So watch for that, and follow AvCan, get the recent updates, and everybody stay safe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon after this storm, and cross our fingers that the freezing levels stay low. All right, take care.